Right, all being well, I'm with Sandra again. We're having one of these impromptu interviews. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, I can. Perfectly well. Thank you
I
very much.
discovered something rather fascinating because I noticed with these an awful lot of technical problems with this is Skype, which is a bit antiquated. And I noticed that I was getting an awful lot of feedback on the sound. So I've disconnected it. All my computer stuff fell on the floor. That's what provoked it. So I had to reorganize it all. So I've separated the speakers. I've only got mono speaker now. And so far, we shall see what it's like when it's broadcast or when I look at it, edit it. The sound is 100% better just on one speaker. So if anybody does watch this and they're trying to do it with two speakers, it doesn't work with two speakers. So when you were at work, I mean, they used to talk about conferences, online conferences. Was it something that ever got used?
Well, I'm sure it did, but my job didn't involve me in anything like that. But they're having these Zoom conferences now, aren't they? Where they have like 70 people in a conference. But apparently, since I last spoke about it, I found out a little bit more that they all appear in a tiny little picture on the screen. All these people who are taking part. But once the person answers, speaks, that zooms in to just that person speaking, and everybody else is listening. Then when they stop speaking, I understand that it all goes back to all the faces again until someone else speaks.
Well, it's rather like the States the other day, because we're all in lockdown. They had a similar thing for the States meeting. But it didn't work very well. They kept the bailiff sat in the chair in one edition, and they had another edition, I don't know if it was scrutiny or the States. It didn't work pretty. You couldn't see the speakers, and then they couldn't get them to speak. They didn't know they were supposed to be speaking. Obviously, you got a group there of 50.
They probably set it up.
That's right, I'm saying. This is the sort of technical problems which arise, don't they? If these things work well, you can see they have great potential, don't you?
Well, if they work well and if they're set up properly, I mean, but they probably hadn't practiced with it, or you've got to have. You can't just once you've done it. Probably, I don't know how often they use those. We're on an island.
And of course,
so
it is the worst.
It's not really need.
It is the worst of times now for setting a system up, because you can't call people in to do it because they're all in lockdown. So you feel sorry for the government or the scrutiny or whatever it is trying to set these things up. But life goes on. Government are making laws. They will be doing things. They're doing all those things. And we have to suffer the consequences. But our participation as the members of the public is very minimal. That's why this... I mean, I don't know if it was you that was saying they were playing cards or having drinks by Zoom.
The virtual pub.
So at a basic level, this is the sort of thing that's happening, isn't it? So and how did that work? How many people were involved in that? Half a dozen? Four?
What in the virtual pub?
Oh no, there were only
four of us.
Four.
So what happens? It's like having an interview, but you have
So it's like this, but instead of just you on one screen and me on another screen, it's like four of us, and then three. So if you were in with if it was with four people, there's three people on the screen,
and the fourth
one is a person, Three people on the screen. That's right. So if I was with A, B, and C, A, B, and C will be on the screen, and I'd be D. But on A's screen, A's not on the screen, but the other three are. You see what I mean? And we all have a drink, and we all sit there discussing stuff or silly.
Like in a pub.
Now I noticed one thing. Like when I got your picture on there. Now, if you move your whatever it is you're using for recording and transmitting, you're using your phone, or your variation on a phone.
Yeah.
Now, if that moves about, that is very difficult. Now, how, in that situation where you've got several people, how do you make sure that their pictures are all static and fixed? And
we don't.
You don't. So they can be moving around, and you could become seasick quite easily watching them trying to watch. You can.
Yeah.
So if you had a conference going on, say 50 people. all their monitors or whatever, they would all have to be pretty well glued to the
Well,
floor.
that's right.
Well, that's right. If it's a
Right.
business
It will all
conference,
be set up.
it will all
Right.
be set
Yeah.
up, won't it? You know,
In an office situation,
in an office
in a business
situation, in a business
you're
situation,
sitting there
you're
in front
sitting
of your
there in
computer.
front of
You
your
wouldn't be
computer.
on a mobile
You wouldn't be
phone,
on a mobile
on a business
phone
conference.
on a
I
business
would not
conference.
think.
I would
What,
not
just
think
so that just
anyway.
for my benefit, what are you actually using? What sort of a mobile phone is it? A tablet, as they call it, or what do they call it? What's the thing you're actually using?
Me?
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah, yourself.
What,
What are you actually
myself
using?
now? I'm using an Apple
mobile telephone.
It's a telephone.
mobile
Okay.
telephone, an iPhone.
So that works perfectly well.
Yeah.
And you could, if you
Yeah.
had Skype in it or whatever program, you could talk to another one exactly the same, another mobile phone. You could do exactly what we're doing, mobile phone
Yeah.
to mobile phone.
Mobile phones can talk. to
Mobile
computers.
phones can
Because
talk to
obviously there's lots of people
computers.
out there. There'll be lots of people who can't watch this because they don't have any of this equipment, do they? Now, as we know, there's a bright spark who's eGov. He's trying to make everybody use all this all the time for everything
Yeah.
they do. And
Yeah.
at the
It's
moment,
strange because there's so many different ways
you can do it. You can do it on, is it,
what's it, FaceTime?
what's it,
Right.
FaceTime? You can do Skype. You can do WhatsApp, which is a free application. Well, there's several stuff,
because
Zoom.
people now,
I don't know.